Hello, happy Halloween. Here's a question for you again, my second video. Hocus Pocus, what's your focus? Hi, I'm LeCarl. I'm an author of Grief Relief, 3 Healing Habits for Dealing with Loss, Zen in 5 to 10, Raise Your Vibe in Minutes, and a journal called the Easy Peasy Peace, the journal, and more to come later. So, Hocus Pocus, what's your focus? Whatever you think about, whatever you focus on, you get more of. So are you focusing on the good in your life every day? The good that you do, the good that you experience, the good that you receive, the good that you extend or give to others. Because the more you focus on what you're doing well, what others are doing well, what your good experiences are, your good moments, and so on, you'll get more of. We all have, obviously, negative thoughts and feelings and experiences and interactions and so on. So it's just really what's the majority of the time? What's the larger portion of what you're focusing on? Is it the good in your life? Is it the not so good in your life? Is it the really not good at all in your life? And we all experience all of that, the full spectrum. Of course, that's part of the human experience. But where is the majority of your focus? Where are your thoughts the majority of the time? And when negative things happen, whether it's a negative thought, feeling, experience, interaction, event, or whatever, can you bounce back as quickly as possible to focusing on thoughts and ideas and beliefs that serve you, that serve your loved ones, and that serve others as well? And yes, we all need to deal with our feelings in between there when something negative happens. We need to deal with the feelings before we move on to getting back to focusing on the good in life and so on. Of course, as Marianne Williamson said, we don't just pour pink paint on things and pretend everything's okay when it isn't. So it's dealing with it, experiencing the feelings, talking to people about it, talking it out, maybe writing it out, maybe praying about it, meditating, whatever it is that works for you. And of course, you know, I've got a lot of tools and tweaks and tricks and techniques to help with that. And I look forward to helping people with that. And I call them my peace-centered healing habits. So there are a lot of ways to go from a negative experience or thought or event into focusing on the good that you want to experience more of. But there is that whole area in between, that gap in between, going from the negative to the positive. And we have to, you know, for healthy reasons, not just physical health, but health on every level, deal with the middle spot, which is how do we go from the negative to the positive? And having dealt with that negativity in a healthy way so that we're moving on in freedom and not just covering it up, which is going to come out in a different way at some point, whether it's physically or, you know, could be anger or impatience that comes out. We don't know how. So yeah, there's that nice middle ground, which I love to help people with my peace-centered healing habits. And so then you can go back to the focusing on the positive, focusing on the good and the gratitude. Gratitude is a big thing for me, and it's a great way to focus on what you want more of. Is just find everything possible every day that you feel gratitude about, that you can say thanks for. So I pose the question, Hocus Pocus, what's your focus? So happy Halloween. And again, this is a great question that you can ask yourself any day of the year, because we all need reminders. We all need to remind ourselves, and we need to remind each other to focus on the good as much as possible. So take care. Peace be with you. Namaste.